Yo, what's your contention?
Yo, where do you live? You live in China?
No, USA.
Why? If China's the best country, why do you live in the United States, the capitalist awesomeness of the planet?
Because I'm from here and I'm a man of my community, so I take care of the people I'm around.
So you don't really don't believe any of this bullshit then?
I do believe in it. I'm just not gonna leave my people behind.
hmm So
You want me to be a quitter? I'm not.
you're just trying to bring communism here, which is never going to happen because the
It
guys like me
is.
are never going to allow it.
Why don't you like communism?
Besides, it's unaliving of like 100 million people globally in the last 100
Where's
years or
that
whatever.
happen? Tell me.
Let's see here. Well, China's a good place to start. That's a pretty horrible place to live.
I mean, it's a great place. So China fought back against British imperialism. They kicked out all the British from Hong Kong and Shanghai. They defeated the fascistic KMT army. They
Mhm.
did great.
Yeah, but they're horrible to their own people. Getting a little
How?
better, but it's pretty much horrible there.
How?
Do you know they only have one time zone in China?
And
How can you function as a society with one time zone in such a gigantic landmass?
bro, I mean, I rather focus on the issues like it's illegal to work more than 8 hours unless you got a government contract. They have food is a right, housing is a right,
Yeah, have you seen some of the housing that they have there? It's absolutely terrible.
best infrastructure on the planet.
The concrete boxes are just amazing. Just tiny little concrete boxes.
I mean, bro, I mean, most US houses are like suburban plastic houses.
I live in a pretty nice neighborhood, man. Our houses are
I
constructed
mean, made
very
of
well here.
plastic. I mean, U.S. infrastructure
No, there's
really
not
isn't
much
something to
plastic on
brag
our
about.
houses. No, there's not much plastic.
I mean, your insulin is made out of plastic. It's made of actual poison. Your plastic houses that could go
Like
away with one
insulin?
hurricane.
I don't have hurricanes. I live in
Yes.
Wisconsin.
Well, my thing is that you guys don't have good infrastructure. Wisconsin has infrastructure for a third world country. You might like it, sure, sentimental to you, but
Wisconsin has
China's way
infrastructure
better
like
on
a third
infrastructure.
world country, did you just say?
Yes.
Have you ever been to Wisconsin?
Yes.
Can you
Most
explain some of
U.S.
this
cities
third
are.
world infrastructure then that I've managed?
Yes.
Interesting.
If you travel to other countries, you'd notice.
Yeah, the shittiest country I've been to is Bulgaria. So yeah, I'm not a really big fan of socialism, Stalin, communism, anything after going there. And I went there at a young age. I was there at 16. I was there for quite a while. And yeah, that was a pretty good life lesson for me that anything that you believe in is bullshit.
Oh yeah, when the U.S. sanctions and bombs a country, doesn't allow them to trade. That's like an abusive relationship. Like you blame the person who's abused for trying to do something different.
I don't think the U.S. has ever bombed Bulgaria.
They sanction them.
No,
Back in the
no,
Soviet
they haven't.
days. I don't believe so, though. I mean,
When you're developing a country
right
and you try
now,
to like,
absolutely
yeah,
not.
sadly they had to liberalize.
I don't think Bulgaria has, or U.S. has
Communism
any
really
sanctions
doesn't
on
work.
Bulgaria.
If
But
communism really doesn't work, why does your country waste all their money on sanctioning them?
It's easy because it was a Cold War, and the communist side sanctioned the Western nation, and the Western nation sanctioned the communist side. It was like both sides sanctioned each
This
other,
communist side
and
didn't
the,
have access to the Federal Reserve
why not?
because the U.S. got it from the U.K. after World War II.
Couldn't the communists just
yeah,
create their own Federal Reserve System? I mean, it's not hard. Just paper money.
they had their
No,
own.
it's one independent country versus the whole world.
No, it wasn't just one country. Like it was a bunch of countries, and actually, it was a majority of the human population was in communist or
Yeah,
socialist
majority of
states.
those countries were third world countries that were
Mhm.
barely developing because they were just starting out. They just got their freedom. Like these African
Do you
countries, they
do
literally
you
got their
realize
independence
how
after World War II.
Do you
These
realize how
people just
Europe
came out of
looked?
slavery.
Do you realize how Europe looked after World War II? Are you telling me that Germany was better off than Bulgaria after World War
Yeah, they
II?
had the U.S. protecting them, which was unscathed.
Have you ever been to a good communist or socialist country yourself? Have you ever traveled outside of the United States?
But like, I want to get on Charles' point. Like, what
I
do you
guess
mean?
that's a
These
no.
African countries, like these majority like communist countries, they just got out of slavery. Well, you had this superpower with nukes that was bombing countries left and right.
You do realize like communist countries are all. Name a single communist country that wasn't taking over other nations or wasn't bombing other nations or whatever.
Every communist country hasn't gone into imperialism. There was one mistake maybe in Vietnam. That's it.
Well, you do know the Soviet Union. You do know they attacked Finland before World War II. You do know they went into Afghanistan. You do know they
The Nazi
suppressed all of
Finnish,
Central
good.
Asia.
There
You do
was a
know
war.
that
They didn't
China
take
took
it
over
over.
Tibet.
They didn't.
And
Okay, let's go one by one. They didn't take it over.
wait, yeah, because they weren't successful in the war.
It was a fight against Yazis. So
In
correct
Finland
yourself.
were no Yazis.
There were again.
No, they weren't.
And what other country was it?
No, stick with Finland. They
No,
attacked
what was the
Finland.
next
Finland
country?
was a democratic nation.
Stick with
There were no
Finland.
Monarchy?
Nazis.
Stick with Finland, and then we
monarchy?
can move to Afghanistan.
Monarchy is democratic?
Finland was no monarchy. They are not Sweden.
Yes,
they
they
are
were.
Finland.
You're making things up, bro.
Finland was a democracy.
Finland has always been in the monarchy. It's still monarchy today.
No, they are not. Who are their king?
I can bring it up right now.
Yeah, go ahead. They don't have one. They are not a monarchy.
You're
They
literally
never
lying.
were.
I'll bring up the king right now.
Yeah, do it. Go ahead. After
Where
World
you
War
from,
One,
anyway?
there was after World War One, there were consideration in Finland to maybe invite a German prince for good relations to Germany to do that. But when Germany lost in World War One and the monarchy
Alexander
was
Stubb.
abolished in Germany anyway, they got rid of that plan and instead made a
Oh,
democracy.
he has to be president.
And they never were a monarchy. Never. You're just one of the mill uneducated socialists from the US.
Bro, you just said that the
Where
U.S.
you
You just
from?
said that the
Where
U.S.
you
could
from?
I'm from
is
Germany.
is the only country that could sanction countries. That is true.
Deutschland.
You said
Hola.
that China could sanction countries.
You from
Wait.
Deutschland?
I'm
No.
from Germany, yeah.
Nine. I just from Milwaukee, and we got German around here.
Are
It's
you
just-
are you Nazi?
Oh, we were talking
I
about
know.
that. Why are you asking me if he's a schmatzi?
Because he's just no.
There were Finnish Nazis. I'm bringing it up right now. You're lying. Finland and Nazi Germany in front are Finnish soldiers behind our Germans in the Waffen SS volunteer and Kistini Karelia.
Do you know
You
when did
literally
the
lied
Soviet
about this. I
Union
knew
attack
it. The
Finland?
Nazi-Finnish alliance. Thank you.
Oh God, are you?
So
Fucking
who's the
lying
king?
about things. I
No,
know
Who's
it's
the
fucking
king of
lying.
Finland?
You said it's the monarchy.
I
it's not a monarchy.
I thought I confused
talked about
myself
the-
with Sweden, but I didn't.
There is no
The
king.
Finland didn't work with fucking Yazis. The fuck?
Mm. But there's no
Again, they're
king. We
It
just
was
want
the
to
Finnish
clear that
People's
up.
They were attacked by the
Organization.
Soviet Union.
It
and
was
when
founded
then-
by Jaeger Kalsta, you fucking liar.
No, are they? You said they're monarchy.
I'm
Who are their
Googling
monarchs?
it right now.
me
Finnish
the name.
Yazis. The Finland in World War II allied with Nazi Germany.
Yeah, they
That's
were
not a-
invaded
that's not
by
a
the Soviet
monarchy.
Union before.
Yeah,
and when
'cause they were
Germany then
Yazis.
attacked the.
They
It was a
weren't.
World
no,
War
they
II.
weren't.
But
they
what-
weren't.
what they- what
Listen,
I'm
they
to
had-
Googling
my-
it right now. I want you to Google it. You are a liar. I don't know if it's truthful or on purpose.
I'm pretty sure they had like a mixed government that was like slightly autocratic under Mannerheim, but they were mostly a parliamentary republic.
Why Finland allied itself with Nazi Germany? I mean, I could show you multiple sources by The Guardian.
I never
Uh,
said that they didn't fight with the Germans against the Soviet Union.
You
They
just
were
said they
attacked
weren't
by the Soviet
Yazis.
Union beforehand. The Soviet Union occupied parts of the nation. And when
Why
then
did you say I
Germany attacked
lied?
the Soviet
Why did you say I
Union-
lied?
I said you lied. When
I
you
said they were
were
Yazis and
They
you
weren't
said I was
Nazis,
you
lying
they're
said,
not
about
a
it.
you said
monarchy.
that they were a monarchy.
Why
That
are
was
you
after.
why are you
Things
so
are
against?
wrong.
I was confusing
socialists?
myself with Sweden. Yes, I thought they were a monarchy.
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
the L
so-
on
yeah,
that
so
bit.
that's just
The-
a-
Yeah, and
I'll
also
take the
they were
W.
Nazis.
Why are you
I'll take the
so
W. I think
against
a
them?
monarchy is better than fucking Yazis, bro. So yeah.
Yep.
all right. That's your opinion. I'm
Oh, my
Romania
opinion,
did.
what's-
Romania did.
why do you like the
ally
Yahtzee
with the
economic
Nazis.
system?
They were Nazis
All right,
themselves. They
can-
were simply
can I
forced into that
respond to
alliance.
that? Can we
And
switch
Okay,
to
what was the
Finland?
next
and
country
the Finnish
that-
simply tried to take
Okay,
back the
okay,
part
okay.
they lost when
What was the next country that the communists invaded?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. Okay, yeah, Afghanistan was communist,
no,
and the
no,
Mujahideen.
stick with Finland. Stick with 9.
Mujahideen was
Oh,
was an
fuck off.
ISIS. Was literally okay. Yeah, you got caught, liar. You mad, bro? Okay, ISIS, and they went against the communists. They were unaliving innocent people. So Afghanistan was an ally of the Soviet Union. So yeah, they protected their ally. And you know who was funding Mujahideen? The U.S. They were funding T groupists like ISIS all over the Middle East to go
okay.
against communism. Fuck out of here, you fucking larper. Come debate me, bro. Come debate me, Will. You don't
So-
understand Yahtzee's economic system. I can.
So I actually wanted to talk about
Oh, he left like a fucking coward.
I'm right
Fuck
here.
out of here. No, I'm not talking to you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah,
So why did
Why
the
do you like the
Soviets?
Yats'
Zoning
economics?
Why did the Soviets
Why do I-
invade
why-
Afghanistan then if they were an ally?
Because the Mujahideen and T-groupists was invading their allies, which was like Afghanistan. The Soviets fought with the Afghanis against T-groupists that the U.S. funded, which is ISIS now.
So you're saying that the only reason why the Soviet Union got involved in Afghanistan was because of like self-absorbed reasons instead of like trying to like continue the Cold War?
I mean, Afghanistan was communist. They have to protect their allies.
They weren't labeled as allies.
Yes, they were.
So
The
they
Mujahid-
they were in like what, like popping champagne together and shit, or what? What do you mean?
Yes, they
Like,
were
on
they
paper
were-
or what?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
You-
You're talking about when the Soviet Union and the United States were fighting over the Middle East in '85, right?
The Afghani people chose the Soviets. The Middle East was not pro-America whatsoever. If you think they were,
It's never
you're
been
delusional.
pro-America, but I'm saying like
Yeah, so what
why?
the fuck
So
is your
why
point?
do you agree that the Soviet Union had they had reasons to be there that were self-absorbed instead of just continuing to try and fight America in the Cold War?
I mean, you don't want America on your borders either. Sure, there might have been benefits for themselves, but it's still defending their allies from T-groupists.
You're right, and that's the same reason why they gave Fidel Castro a nuke.
Fidel Castro, they never gave
Cuba?
them an... Yeah, sure. I mean, they did that off self-defense because the U.S. put
So
nukes in
Cuba,
Turkey.
so the Soviet Union did that out of self-defense. They put a fucking nuke in Cuba. out of
Yeah,
self-defense?
you guys did that shit in Turkey.
When?
Right before you guys put the nukes in Turkey first, then the Soviets responded with Cuba.
What?
Yes, you can Google it.
Actually, I will. Give me.
Sure. I got Google right besides me in case any fucking LARPers try to lie again. The Soviets, all they did was defend themselves and defend their allies from imperialists. Any of these fucking liars, it's always debunkable. Communism in theory is perfect. This is why these people always look for past incidents to come debate it instead of debating the theory.
It's perfect, but yet you don't live in a communist country.
Well, sadly, you bombed. The U.S. bombed all of them, so there's not that many left.
Hello?
Well, it's making a comeback when you know BRICS is coming around.
You should go live in Russia.
I mean, hope so. After the war is over, I'd love to visit.
Well, there's no war in Russia.
There is.
What?
Ukraine.
With Ukraine?
there's some
Okay, well, it's a
bombs in Russia,
gigantic.
yes.
It's a gigantic country, and most of it is not involved in war at all.
Most of it's empty land. I mean, they're like city-wise, urban. They're like 4 times the size of Ukraine. And Ukraine's funded by the whole West, all the first world nations.
So
Russia is sanctioned fully.
Okay, yeah, you're right, but you're right about the Turkey situation. But it's funny how they both ended up removing the nukes at the same time.
Well, Soviets didn't want war. The only one's been threatening war was the West.
So then America puts nukes in Turkey, and then the Soviet Union
Yes.
puts nukes in Cuba, and then all of a sudden by '63 they're both gone in both places.
Yeah, JFK was a madman, and he was taken out
JFK
of
was a
power.
fucking madman. Are you smoking?
He was the one who put the nukes in Turkey.
So JFK was a madman.
Yes, he was psychotic.
JFK was psychotic. Wow, that's crazy. as
Yeah,
fuck
he
to
was a
say.
warmonger.
Wow, that's crazy as fuck to actually say. So what war was actually started when JFK was in office?
Mujahideen, Afghanistan. Let's see, that one threatening the USSR. Let's see, he threatened Cuba multiple times. He tried to unalive Fidel Castro for no reason because he wanted to become
WJFK?
communist. Yeah, JFK.
W.
JFK was one of the most evil presidents we ever had.
Is that why he tried to denuclearize Israel? Because he's evil?
He didn't. He actually funded the nuclear program in Israel at the beginning. That's why all the Yazis said that JFK was evil. You can look at any Yazi magazine around that time frame. They were all anti-JFK because he gave Israel nuclear power. You can look at magazines and quotes from the American Yahtzee Party who went against JFK for funding Israel.
No, actually, he pressured them to denuclearize. He didn't
After you gave them nukes. Yeah, sure,
give
bro.
them weapons, and you were wrong about him giving whatever country nukes. That was Eisenhower as well. In 1959, whatever country.
Eisenhower will, bro. Who do you think has power over what the U.S. does? The president is the military commander.
It was also a NATO
So
direction
JFK
too. It
was
wasn't just
president in
us.
1959.
The U.S. owns NATO. Without the U.S., NATO is nothing. Europe's military is shit without the U.S.
But I'm telling you, it's Eisenhower who deployed the nuclear weapon in 1959 to that one.
Oh yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, they don't work together. The U.S. doesn't fucking bully Europe doing whatever they
It wasn't
want.
JFK, is what
Europe
he's
was
saying,
a-
dude.
Europe was the destroyed country. It was fucking nothing.
Uh,
The U.S. held its backbone all the way.
Bro said JFK was a warmonger, and then quote Stalin was a good person. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I can name you. Let's see wars that I already named
Holy
you
fucking
wars
shit,
and attacks
bro.
that
You're a
JFK
larper.
did.
Nah, bro, you're larping hella hard, bro.
I just told you all my evidence. What did I lie about?
Bro,
You
communists
just said
forget about
JFK
the
supported
Bolshevik-
Israel having a nuclear arsenal, bro. Are you dumb?
He
Are you
did. He
dumb?
was the one who funded it, and I showed
Show
you
me
sources
that
from
then, 'cause I
alt-right
know that's
people.
not true.
Bullshitting right
He
now.
labeled APAC as
Post
a
is
foreign entity,
bullshitting
bro.
hella.
Yeah, bro, this is like Groyper, like NPC shit. Bro.
Nah, bro, you're a
He
larper.
wasn't
I can
fucking
okay. Look
president
up
in
the American
1959.
Yahtzee Party on JFK. This is the
So,
most
a-
anti-Semitic group of people.
Right. Okay. So a group of people who are not affiliated with the president fucking say something about the president because they don't like him
My point is the
Right,
most
okay.
anti-Israel people
in a
would
country
even
of free
say that
speech
shit.
for sure, bro. Yeah.
JFK free speech. He locked up people. He tried to unalive people for opposing him for different type of ideology.
Really?
like
Isn't
Fidel
that the
Castro.
same? Isn't that the same fucking ideology your buddy Stalin had?
No,
No,
unless
he
it was
didn't. He
Yahtzees
didn't kill
in a
people
war.
or lock them up.
He didn't lock up
Yahtzees.
800,000 political prisoners and send them to the
He had
gulag.
he fucking had
He
gulags,
also-
bro. Are you dead ass serious?
He wasn't a Zionist.
You're talking about the
He
slave
di-
owners?
He didn't support the creation of Israel. He wasn't a Zionist. He didn't align.
Okay,
with
let's go one by
killings, with
one.
mass
Okay, one by
killings.
one. Don't rapid fire like you were before, because it just creates like no debate. So when you're talking about what was the first contention?